A real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired. But yes, a real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired. But a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will. So, yes, a real job can...
Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Hasan's gonna get a lot of hate for this clip. But he's kind of right. He is kind of right. It depends on what you mean by, like, soul-sucking. But, I mean... The problem is if you're imprecise with your language, people can read things in a lot of different ways. So, for instance, being a Hollywood actor is a harder job than working fast food, right? That's true. Or being like an engineer is a harder job than being a fast food worker. Or being a streamer is more soul-draining than being a fast food worker. Those things are true. The difference is that the big one is that, one, you choose it. You want to do these things because the agency and the payoffs are so much higher, right? Even if streaming might be more, quote-unquote, soul-destroying or soul-sucking in certain ways, which it obviously is, versus being a fast food worker, even if it's more soul-destroying, you choose it because you get to choose what you want to do for your job, so the agency is very high, your engagement with your work, and because the reward is way higher too, right? Would a socialist not say that working under oppressive capitalism is not sucking the soul out of the human spirit? Oh, maybe, but he doesn't know anything about socialism, so it's different, but... How often and for how long does Hasan stream? Hasan streams like 9 hours a day, doesn't he? But engineering is more difficult than acting? By definition, that's not true. I'm guessing that any reasonably intelligent person can go to can go to school and get a degree in most engineering, whereas acting is going to be competitive. Anything that's competitive by nature is probably going to be harder than things that are not competitive. Like, there are only so many roles to go around. There are only so many roles to go around. In 90 days, he streamed 626 hours. That's quite a bit of streaming. Today, I learned that there's infinite engineering jobs. My guess would be is that there's probably a really high demand for engineering jobs compared to the demand for acting jobs. Correct. You. That is true. Stay mad. I know you're mad and you think you're super ultra special, but chances are there's a reason why STEM degrees pay so much money. If you go to school, you get a degree in engineering. Nobody comes out of school like, God, I'm a mechanical engineer. I just can't find any work. Oh no. Like, bro, yes, correct. That's not what you said. You said it isn't competitive. It isn't as competitive. Correct. Yes, that is correct. Engineering is not as competitive as, like, being an actor, at least like in a main production. I guess you could be like an actor in a high school play or something, or in local productions, I guess, depending on how broadly you want to make actor work, I guess. But I hear that comp sci degrees are being somewhat oversaturated. Is that true? I wouldn't trust anything that anybody on Reddit or Twitter says about any type of degree. Just go look up the average salaries or like that. People have said that for a million years. Oh, comp sci is oversaturated. If you get these degrees, nobody's hiring programmers anymore. Like, people say, I don't think that's true. I don't think the average wages, the median salaries reflect that. The hiring rates reflect that. I don't know if any of that is true. Yeah. What would your definition be if someone asked you, how has being a streamer for all these years affected your soul? Well, for me, I like it, but that's because I have a penchant for soul-destructive navigation, and I enjoy it. I love it, okay? Isn't Hasan's statement stupid because even though streaming is hard, it's still a privilege to do that instead of working a normal job? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The big difference between these jobs is that you choose them. The difference is that however hard streaming and however hard fast food work is, the fast food worker would almost always choose to do a harder job like streaming. The streamer would probably never choose to do an easier job like fast food work. And there's a reason why. And the reason why is because the agency and the payoff, the compensation is so much higher for doing the other stuff, yeah. Was carpet cleaning easier than streaming? The problem is just when you say easy, that's just a really vague word, right? Was it easier than streaming? I mean, I don't have to lift a power scrubber out of a truck as a streamer, but I imagine it's probably way easier for most people to become carpet cleaners than it is for people to become streamers, right? Would you consider that what we just watched with what Jimmy John's employs soul-sucking in any sense of the term? Yeah, working retail and normal jobs is definitely soul-sucking, but it's soul-sucking in different ways. So for instance, I can have a day at work and just shitty day at work if I worked at McDonald's or when I worked at the casino or when I was a carpet cleaner, right? You have a shitty day, you go in, right? Let me just back of house the whole time or go bus. I don't want to deal with customers. I feel like whatever, blah, blah, blah. You can do that. For streaming or entertainment, you can't have 90 days because when you have a day, one, sometimes you can't even stream. If you do, it's going to get amplified because people are going to notice, they're going to talk about it. And three, your job is under a microscope by 50 billion people that are also all invested in your destruction at any particular point in time. That doesn't happen in however bad McDonald's was and dealing with customers was, I was done with the customer when the customer walked out the door. Whereas for streaming, the presence of other people pressuring you is constant, even when you're not working. So, I mean, it's, yeah. Yeah, but that would be an interesting question for Hasan. Is being a CEO more soul-crushing than an employee? Because if Hasan says no there, then he's just being a hypocrite, yeah. Hasan said that your fans are brigading the LSF thread. No, but Hasan does send his fans sometimes to brigade the threads. I can tell when it happens, too. It's very funny. It's like, there'll be a huge uptick instantly, and Hasan people and downvotes, yeah. And then the comments restart themselves, like, instantly. It's kind of funny. My fans might do it, too, by the way, when I go over LSF, so it's possible. Hasan is losing it on his stream right now. I imagine people would say being stuck in a low-skill job like fast food your whole life would be more soul-destroying, but that's an incredibly small minority of people. Oh, I disagree. That was always the worst part for that line of work for me. But I wonder if that's because I went to private school, so I saw it differently. I think when the trajectory of your life gets cut and you start working ordinary work and you're like, oh, this is the rest of my life, that's the worst. That was the worst part for me, but maybe not everybody feels that way. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to retweet this clip just to f with the sound, though.
On this, you could literally ask the subreddit's mods to ban anything to do with you and you wouldn't have this issue.
He already did.
So stupid. I have asked the subreddit moderators to ban me. They literally privately DM me on a Discord server that they set up specifically for this purpose. I asked them to ban me in the past, and then I was like, listen, dude, I don't want to be on this Discord. Why are they posting this shit? They literally leaked the private conversation that we had to make fun of me over it. You have no idea what you're talking about. They literally all tried Destiny.
Oh my god.
They unbanned me. I brigaded the subreddit specifically and openly so that they would ban me. Okay? So they did. They banned me. And then, how would I know that? Just giving a suggestion.
Hasan believes in gang stalking, but every single one of his gang stalkers is me.
Giving a suggestion. You're actually telling me that I'm wrong on something without actually knowing anything about the issue. You're challenging me without knowing what's going on and blaming me for something that I've tried to deal with. That's the problem. A lot of people have bad days, and when you're having a bad day, you go on here, you go on the stream, and you just like say, F you, streamer, your life.
He's admitting to brigading. Isn't that grounds for his Reddit account to be banned? It should be, yes.
I just don't want to be on the subreddit. I don't want to be on the subreddit.
Too? I never call people to explicitly brigade subs or whatever. In fact, I'm pretty sure I tell you guys, or I used to, we just don't talk about it much anymore. We're like, yeah, if you brigade subreddits from a chat or whatever, your Reddit account can get permabanned. You should never be doing that, yeah. I'm
currently #1 villain on LSF, and I have been for some time.
Oh my
Obviously,
God.
It goes through waves. Sometimes Asmongold is that guy. Sometimes even XQC gets to be that guy, okay? For a brief moment. The one guy that's never that guy is Destiny, because he runs that because his community is very active on Reddit, and pretty much that's the most active area that they're at. So they just constantly brigade over and over and over again. But what is the point?
What a wild statement. Holy.
Is that when the subreddit will get nuked? How many people does this have to actually legitimately harm? Because this isn't about instilling accountability. As I've showed you very clearly, it has nothing to do with the accountability, because why would there be accountability for a take that's out of context? A take that goes against what I personally believe in.
Oh,
right?
He's mad about being taken out of context. Why is he tweeting? He's live tweeting on stream? I worked in sales. It was gruesome and awful. I was talking about how streaming for 9 hours made me deplete. Bull. Why is he? Okay, listen, if you have a rich background, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's totally fine, okay? If you have a rich background, that's fine. Just own it. I worked in sales? What is he talking about? He went to a private grade school, a private high school, immigrated to the United States, parents paid for Rutgers, had a rich dad, a commercial real estate selling mom, and he's got an uncle that worked in media, and then he went to work for their, what the f*** do you mean you worked in sales? Don't act like you struggle. Just stop. Stop. What do you mean? Does he mean like he did sales on the side while he had a job at the Young Turks getting $60,000 a year to make Facebook videos? Bro, please. Why lie? Why lie? Don't lie.
Deplatform, nothing else matters to them. You've managed to build an extremely popular Twitch channel dedicated to left-wing political discourse. You accomplished something very special with the channel and inspire many and surely many others to get into politics and political process. It's like, it's so gross that this loser can just like sit there and egg his own community on to like come in here and harass.
I literally agreed with his take. He's so delusional right now.
Why you have no friends except for orbiters that are suckling on your teat, by the way. This is why you keep finding yourself in like these relationships with like broken people.
As opposed to Hasan, who's dated literal stars of the past, or Hasan who like has friends who are only other famous people. Like, why would he of all people make this charge at me? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Stand that. Find God.
This is such a weird claim
really
for him to make.
That maybe like all the red pill debating and stuff, like getting in a new audience, would have basically allowed him to like move on, grow up.
He's so mad.
But nope. Like, this is the point, though. Your views you have for a reason. Ooh. Yes, brother. I know, dude. I know. I'm failing. It's awful.
Oh, no.
Okay, bro. We don't make millions sitting up my office job. Shut the fuck up. Like, oh my God, you said something dumb. Why do you defend it for hours? Because it's not what you think I said. That's the problem. And you're already doing it. Like, you're doing it. You're reinforcing this thing.
Destiny. Hasan started in sales at the Young Turks. You know this. Before he made any videos or was on camera. The way Destiny said it, he made it seem like he was instantly camera talent at the Young Turks, but he definitely knows the information I said. He was 100% told it by at least Hasan when they started streaming together, if not many times since whenever this type of thing comes up. I don't remember that. He might have. That might have been the case. But like the presentation here of like I started in sales, like grinding my way up is not. That's not accurate. You're delusional if you think that. That is unbelievably bullshit.
Thing to do. I promise you this is making your own personal mental health worse. Every single time you think you're like on a conquest to take down one of your favorite content creators' enemies, you're actually hurting your own mental state more and more. Okay? The fact that there's a complex of clippers ready to paint you in the worst light just highlights how correct their original take is. These losers are making your point, but it doesn't matter because they don't truly care about
What do you think Hasan's salary was when he started at the Young Turks? I don't know. He said he made 60K a month. Or no, I'm not a month. He said he get 60K a year for doing on-camera stuff when he was talent, I believe. But it doesn't matter. His family's always rich. Like, salaries and stuff don't matter. Or... I don't know. I don't know what a lot of you guys mean when you talk about like making money. It doesn't make any sense to me. Because a lot of especially a lot of because so many people reach out to me to go to law school. Like I was trying to talk to this one person. She's going to law school. She really wants to do corporate law. And she said that she really wants to do it because she can make a ton of money doing it. But her parents are rich. And they like pay for, I think like most of her stuff. And I'm like, why do you want to do a soul crushing job to make money when you have a rich family? I just never understood that. I don't understand. I've never understood that. I don't know how it works. I don't know how that works. Because like my parents stopped paying for my when I was like 16, 17, okay? I had to work bullshit ass jobs to buy anything that I wanted. So if I'm making money, it's because I need to. Because if I don't, I'm not going to be broke, okay? My parents are going to give me shit. But there's a lot of people that come from really wealthy families where their parents are already paying for a lot of things. So I don't know. I guess you don't want to have your parents give you money for things. I don't know. I truly don't understand. I don't know I'm autistic. I just don't get it. I don't know. I don't understand like that. That thing of like I need to do something really hard to make money. I guess you wouldn't just want to get money from your parents forever. I guess I don't know. That makes sense. I guess yeah. I'm not sure.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right. Bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.